I have to say that I'm very flattered to think that you might set aside a few moments of your time to allow me to share some thoughts in some songs that are very special to me. I'm searching, like many of you, to find ways to promote the idea that peace must include animals as well as people. And I hope that in some way these songs will contribute to that effort. These songs are dedicated to all of you whose vision of peace has been expanded to include animals, and to all of those whose vision is yet to be expanded in the future. Okay, if I can get Wayne to start turning those dials, I'll tune this guitar up, put that harmonica on, and we'll take off.
We're ready now.
Okay. Well, I'd been down on my luck, and I was just out bumming around when I blew into this place, and man, it was a strange little town. I didn't see no McDonald's wrappers on the street, no arches or no buckets. Now, where was I gonna eat? I got the Hamburger Blues. Yeah, I got the Hamburger Blues. Listen to me now. I got the Hamburger Blues. You know it's kinda hard to lose. Well, I finally found this joint, so I shuffled on inside. Big Al's Juice Bar, man, this place was really alive. Then a guy with a ponytail and a gold earring came over to take my order and said, "What can I bring? I got the Hamburger Blues." Yeah, that's what I told him. I got the Hamburger Blues. Can you help me out, man? I got the Hamburger Blues. You know they're kinda hard to lose. Well, the place got deathly quiet. Every eye was fixed on me. But I hadn't done nothing wrong, at least not as far as I could see. The guy said, "Hey, buddy, you must be new in this here town. We don't eat those that eat, and we ain't gonna start it now. I got the Hamburger Blues. I got the Hamburger Blues. I got the Hamburger Blues. You know they're kinda hard to lose." Well, I never felt more like a heel, but as I got up to go, I said, "Where can I get a burger?" But I whispered real low. The guy said, "Hey, pal, we don't believe in eating our kin. This town's been dry since I don't know when. I got the Hamburger Blues. I got the Hamburger Blues. I got the Hamburger Blues. You know they're kinda hard to lose." Now, this is a great big country and lots of places I have been, but that was the closest to Twilight Zone I was ever in. I was glad to get back home, get me some hamburger meat. I like our style of living here. You don't think before you eat. I got the Hamburger Blues. I got the Hamburger Blues. I got the Hamburger Blues. You know they're kinda hard to lose. Oh, the woods were dark and lovely, and the snow fell soft and light. As I walked back to my cabin, suddenly a gripping sight. Two small fawns huddled together, terror-struck and all alone. Dear children, where your mama? Dear children, where has she gone? Mama won't be home tonight for supper, and without her mama, how will we get fed? Mama's gone away and it's forever since the hunter shot her mama dead. I could see their eyes were staring, and they cut me like a knife. Deep within, I saw them pleading as they begged me for their lives. I stood still with shocked emotion, stricken with the deepest grief. I know, dear, don't speak our language, but I heard those two fawns speak. Mama won't be home tonight for supper, and without her mama, how will we get fed? Mama's gone away and it's forever since the hunter shot her mama dead. You can read in all the papers hunting season for the deer, but not a one will ever tell you of the orphans and their fears. Mama won't be home tonight for supper, and without her mama, how will we get fed? Mama's gone away and it's forever since the hunter shot her mama dead. Since the hunter shot her mama dead. Why don't we practice what we preach? Why don't we live out what we teach? Why don't we reach out and try to reach every creature that has a need? Must one speak words or go to school for us to practice the golden rule? Why don't we practice? Why don't we practice what we preach? Oh yeah. Preachers keep preaching that love is the way, except of course 3 times a day. Why don't we practice? Why don't we practice what we preach? Oh yeah. Teachers keep teaching, learn your facts and be smart. It's time for dissection, pay no mind to your heart. Why don't we practice? Why don't we practice what we preach? Oh yeah. Researchers keep claiming they'll save humankind, but just try to visit and they'll pull down the blind. Why don't we practice? Why don't we practice what we preach? Oh yeah. Why don't we practice what we preach? Why don't we live out what we teach? Why don't we reach out and try to reach every creature that has a need? one speak word, or go to school, for us to practice the golden rule. Why don't we practice? Why don't we practice what we preach? Oh yeah. The judges keep saying it's wrong to hurt dogs, but no one's on trial for killing the hog. Why don't we practice? Why don't we practice what we preach? Oh yeah. All different colors are claiming their rights, but that's not salad they're eating tonight. Why don't we practice? Why don't we practice what we preach? Oh yeah. The government tells us the peace is a must, but monkeys don't matter. It's in sweet trust. Why don't we practice? Why don't we practice what we preach? Oh yeah. Why don't we practice what we preach? Why don't we live out what we teach? Why don't we reach out and try to reach every creature that has a need? Must one speak words or go to school for us to practice the golden rule? Why don't we practice? Why don't we practice? Dear Mr. Coop, I appreciate your group and the struggles you've made to rid the air of smoke. But there's one thing you forgot, and it bothers me a lot. Mr. Coop, don't laugh, it's really not a joke. Sidestream meat, drifting from 1,000 grills. Sidestream meat, my nose has had its fill. Sidestream meat, Mr. Coop, what do you think? Can you make a rule? Can you pass a law? Mr. Coop, can you help me out when the carnivores raise a steam? Being a passive carnivore is something I really do abhor. It's giving you meaning to the phrase Big Mac attack. Like when I'm at the fair, I don't dare breathe the air. Mr. Coop, the year 2000 is too far back. Dear Mr. Coop, I appreciate your group and the struggles you've made to rid the air of smoke. But there's one thing you forgot, and it bothers me a lot. Mr. Coop, don't laugh, it's really not a joke. Sidestream meat, drifting from 1,000 grills. Sidestream meat, my nose has had its fill. Sidestream meat, Mr. Coop, what do you think? Can you make a rule? Can you pass a law? Mr. Coop, can you help me out when the carnivores raise a steam? It's 4th of July, when the smoke blots out the sky. I wish for freedom to breathe clean air one time. When the charcoal's good and hot, they throw on the steaks and chops. Mr. Coop, that sidestream meat should be a crime. Dear Mr. Coop, I appreciate your group and the struggles you've made to rid the air of smoke. But there's one thing you forgot, and it bothers me a lot. Mr. Coop, don't laugh, it's really not a joke. Sidestream meat, drifting from 1,000 grills. Sidestream meat, my nose has had its fill. Sidestream meat, Mr. Coop, what do you think? Can you make a rule? Can you pass a law? Mr. Coop, can you help me out when the carnivores raise a steam? Waiting for the day when I'll hear that hostess say, when I'm dining at my local restaurant, tell me which one you prefer, carnivore or veggie, sir. Just let me know the section that you want. Dear Mr. Coop, I appreciate your group and the struggles you've made to rid the air of smoke. But there's one thing you forgot, and it bothers me a lot. Mr. Coop, don't laugh, it's really not a joke. Sidestream meat, drifting from 1,000 grills. Sidestream meat, my nose has had its fill. Sidestream meat, Mr. Coop, what do you think? Can you make a rule? Can you pass a law? Mr. Coop, can you help me out when the carnivores raise the steam? Let's have peace and let's have harmony and let's have love and gentleness, spirits that are free. Let us dare to dream of how the world could really be if we had love and gentleness, peace and harmony, if we used hearts along with minds, the captives would go free. So let's join together and be the notes for the world's most beautiful song, and create such harmony the world will want to sing along. But we can't spare a single note, or the song cannot be sung. We need those who fly and crawl, and we need the old and young. Let's have peace and let's have harmony, and let's have love and gentleness, spirits that are free. Let us dare to dream of how the world could really be if we had love and gentleness, peace and harmony, if we used hearts along with minds, the captives would go free.
Eternally Shanti Ruko.
Vivamos en paz.
Tuishi kwa amani.
Hewa wise, hewa nikyo.
Let's have peace.
Lasciateci vivere in pace.
Lasst uns im Frieden leben. Let us all live together in peace.
Let's have peace and let's have harmony, and let's have love and gentleness, spirits that are free. Let us dare to dream of how the world could really be if we had love and gentleness, peace and harmony, if we used hearts along with minds, the captives would go free. I went to the grocery late the other night. I wound up in a heck of a fight. The butcher was smart, staying sight. Spielberg could have made a movie out of my plight. I ignored the produce cause I wanted meat, but a radish came on strong, wasn't too discreet. Potatoes had eye appeal, hard to beat, but I wanted real food like the TV says to eat. So I cut through the bakery with brownies and cake. I saw this cream puff and did a double take, but my goal was the counter where that rare treat awaits. I'd be in a pickle if I didn't get those steaks. It was a counter revolution. It was a unique solution to philosophical pollution of the day. I was standing at the counter with a sheepish grin, just viewing the remains of cows and pigs and hens. My heart was filled with gladness and my mouth was watering, but there was something fishy and my head began to swim. The counter came alive, the singe struck the ranks. At first I was amused till the steaks began to flank. I swallowed hard when that sausage grinder cranked. What's your beef with me, I said, and everything went blank. It was a counter revolution. It was a unique solution to philosophical pollution of the day. At first nothing happened, I got the cold shoulder. I tried to buffalo them, but they got much bolder. I didn't think that I was gonna live to get much older. I said, listen up you meatheads, I was once a soldier. But the pork jumped up and gave a chop to me. I thought I'd try a joke, I'm a ham normally, but they muscled me around and it was plain to see they fully intended making mincemeat out of me. It was a counter revolution. It was a unique solution to philosophical pollution of the day. You should thank me, I said, but they looked at me with scorn. If people didn't eat you, you never would be born. That's baloney, they said, your argument is worn. When we get through with you, you'll wish that you were never born. I tried to duck out and they called me a chicken. They beat the stuffing out of me, man, what a licking. The butt of their jokes, they gave me the dickens. I thought I'd better leave before the plot began to thicken. The rum pro said this turkey's had enough. Let him leave the store before we really do get rough. I knew I'd better leave because it wasn't any bluff, and I've never known meat before since to be that tough. It was a counter revolution. It was a unique solution to philosophical pollution of the day. Of the day. I was working late in my lab one day when it felt like eyes were staring my way. I whirled around and didn't see no one. What happened next made me want to run. It wasn't in the job description. Mr. P&G just said I pay good wages. And I said, where do I make my X? Well, I checked the cages, they seemed to be fine, but chills started running up and down my spine, cause an overgrown rabbit who was crazed at best said you're dead meat if you do the Dre's test. Well, I started to see right then that the merits of this test were indeed debatable. Something the big shots must have missed. Mr. P&G even left it out of the employee's manual. And the following words emanated from the mouth of that rabbit. You say you're helping the human race, but rubbing these chemicals in our face. You and I know it's a pack of lies. Who goes 3 days with soap in their eyes? That sure wasn't no dumb bunny. Made Mr. Dre seem dull by comparison. Got me to thinking, hadn't had to do it too much on this job. So I grabbed my manual and started to read. We need new toothpaste, often it said, so we can brush with green instead of red. And we've got to test it each time, you know. That's a way of progress, don't hinder the flow. Mr. P&G has a dandy way with words, don't he? He's liable to win the Pulitzer. Why, I bet he could write an encyclopedia. And the rabbit proceeded thusly. You'll fool some of the people all the time, but all the people just ain't that blind. What's a nice guy doing in a place like this? You better quit now, cease and desist. Well, since the rabbit put it that way, it wouldn't be polite to refuse. Better sell my stock before Wall Street hears about this. Auf Wiedersehen, au revoir, adios, and goodbye. So I proceeded to vacate the premises. Well, I quit that job, couldn't stand the strain of hearing those rabbits complain about pain. Took me a job at dipping ice cream, but a cow came by one day and screamed. Said her udders were sore. I can't please no one. Wonder if there's anything wrong with the lemonade stand. had a factory farm, E-I-E-I-O. And the people and animals were alarmed, E-I-E-I-O. Now the animals were just like machines, and the people's health didn't matter it seemed. Old McDonald had a factory farm, E-I-E-I-O. On his farm he had a sow, E-I-E-I-O. She wanted to move but she didn't know how, E-I-E-I-O. Cause her small little crate like a prison cell made her say I'm going through a living hell. Old McDonald had a factory farm, E-I-E-I-O. On his farm he had a pig, E-I-E-I-O. He fed it drugs cause he wanted it big, E-I-E-I-O. With a tail docking here and a castration there, the pig said he'd much rather be elsewhere. Old McDonald had a factory farm, E-I-E-I-O. On his farm he had a hen, E-I-E-I-O. So he stuck her in a cage with 9 or 10, E-I-E-I-O. She tried to move but there wasn't any room. She said I'll die if I don't leave soon. Old McDonald had a factory farm, E-I-E-I-O. On his farm he had a cow, E-I-E-I-O. She wanted to keep her calf somehow, E-I-E-I-O. But they took it away at 3 days old, and now she's afraid it's alone and cold. Old McDonald had a factory farm, E-I-E-I-O. On his farm he raised veal calves, E-I-E-I-O. And milk was all that they could have, E-I-E-I-O. But they needed something rough for them to chew, and a little bit of iron would have helped them too. Old McDonald had a factory farm, E-I-E-I-O. Some thought the world should be humane, E-I-E-I-O. And this helped old McDonald change, E-I-E-I-O. So the ones in the cage are now outside. No more drugs, better animal life, since old McDonald quit his factory farm, E-I-E-I-O. In eating or drinking, show the glory of God. That's how the Holy Book reads. Blessed are the merciful, blessed are the gentle. Pass me the veal, please. Will there be slaughterhouses in glory so bright and fair? When we all get to heaven, do you think we'll find butchered animals up there? Love your neighbor as yourself. That's how the Holy Book reads. Blessed are the merciful, blessed are the gentle. Hand me my fur coat, please. Will there be any first doors in glory so bright and fair? When we all get to heaven, do you think we'll find any leg hole traps up there? Do unto others as you'd have them do. That's how the Holy Book reads. Blessed are the merciful, blessed are the gentle. Load up my rifle, please. Will there be hunting seasons in glory so bright and fair? When we all get to heaven, do you think we'll find people shooting deer up there? The righteous regards the life of a beast. That's how the Holy Book reads. Blessed are the merciful, blessed are the gentle. Spray this in the rabbit's eye, please. Will there be laboratories in glory so bright and fair. When we all get to heaven, do you think we'll find creatures shocked and blinded there? Them animal rights folks. How about them folks for animal rights? See 'em waving they signs, ain't they a sight? They love little critters, don't matter what they are, from a little bitty ant to a big old bar. Some people call them do-goods and some make jokes. When you really get to know 'em, they're right nice folks. See they funny plastic shoes, just hear how they squeak. I bet them things is hot on their feet. With their rubber watch bands and their canvas belts, they won't wear no hides, they won't wear no pelts. Just a little word of caution before you get up your nerve to have 'em in for supper so you'll know what to serve. I know you're wondering what would they eat. It's a pretty safe bet that they won't want meat. They're real picky eaters, kinda hard to please. Some will just eat fruit, others won't eat cheese. Salads are safe, but no bacon bits. Check the crackers for lard so they won't throw fits. Dessert is another ticklish affair. Jello's out, they'll shout, horses' hooves in there. One more hint before you sit at the table. Be sure you read through every label. When they go to wash with your bar of soap, you might see a frown if it starts to float. They're a real strange lot, but they make a lot of sense to help all the critters and be their defense. Now how to tell them folks, it's as easy as pie. Just read their bumper stickers as they drive by.